Good evening, Dr. Jerry. My name is Tiffany Huntoon. I am a student in your anatomy and physiology class. Tonight I'm going to be going over lab 3 with you. I'm in my lab area. I'll show you. As you can see, there's really nothing out, blank paper. My list, nothing else is up on my screen. I've got my skeleton from the lab kit. I do have my lab kit sitting over there, but that's all that is. I also have my super awesome drawings, about kindergarten level drawings, and I'll be going over those with you tonight. Let's see if I can get this right. Okay. All right, first I'm going to go over the skin. See if you can see that. I've labeled everything with question marks that you've asked me to label. Down here is your hypodermis, and this is the basement membrane, but I'm going to go back up to the top. All three layers here are your epidermis, your your stratum corneum, your stratum lucidum, stratum granulosum. Beneath that you have the, and like I said, that's all the epidermis. Below that you have your stratum spinosum and stratum basale, or basal, I'm not sure. Below that is the dermis, this whole area. Here, this top layer would be the papillary layer, and directly below that would be your reticular layer. This right here is a melanocyte. This is a sweat gland going up. You have blood vessels, and I've circled the epidermis again. Do I have anything else? Oh, up here, these are keratinocytes, but these are the exfoliating ones. You can also find those, I believe, in your stratum granulosum as well. So that is the skin. I believe I covered everything. Let me make sure. Yes, I did. Okay, moving on to the one that's a little harder for me, the compact bone. I tried to draw it based on the text. Oop, sorry. So I drew, let me scroll down to my list here. Okay, so I drew the bone, as you can see here, a portion of it, and up here, down here, I drew a bigger osteon. I hope you can see that. I don't know if you can. It's a little difficult to do this. I don't have an assistant. All right, so we'll start from the top. Up here is our central canal. And inside the central canal, you have your nerve, which is an orange, and your blood vessels, which are red and blue. Let's see, all of these are osteons. Down here, the smaller ticks around the osteon are the, the concentric lamellae. And then down here outside of the osteons would be the circumferential lamellae. A little bit of confusion for me between the lacunae and the canaliculi, but the lacunae is the hollow space around the lamellae and inside of the osteon. These are your canaliculi. And right here you can see again the central canal. What do I have? I'm sorry, this is the lacunae and this is an osteocyte. I'm sorry. Up here, this peeled back portion is to show the periosteum. Let's see, what else do I have? Canaliculi, central canal, circumferential lamellae, nerve, osteocyte. I think that's everything. Again, this is a magnified osteon over here, and this whole thing would be your compact bone. So that's that. Here, let's see if you can see that. I did do my name, date, it's all backwards, mirror image. Sorry. And here this is also labeled name, date, lab 3, a still interpretation of the integumentary system by a terrible visual artist, which would be me. All right, moving on to my skeleton. Let's see, I'm just moving it up here. Let me show you. I still only have up my list. All right, so let's start at the top. You can't really see it. Oh, don't fall. Let's go back. All right. So the first on the list is the cervical vertebrae, which is up here. This is your cervical vertebrae. Your diaphragm is going to be found up in here. And your external obliques are going to be on the outside, going down the sides of your abdominals. Up here is your frontal bone. Right. Your frontal bone. My skeleton's falling apart. Sorry. Alright. Your hyoid bone is going to be found up under the chin, right up in here. I'm sorry, not hyoid, just the hyoid. And then back here, we're back on the lumbar vertebrae. The lumbar vertebrae is the lower section right before the sacral. I'm sorry, right down here. Let's see. Next would be the mandible, which is right here, the jaw area, and the maxilla is in the front, the chin area. Nasal bone is the small lower portion of the nose. The occipital bone is this back here on the very back of the skull. And then your parietal bone is going to be right above that. The rectus abdominis muscle is right through here. Oh, right through in here. Sorry, I don't have muscles on here. All right. And then your sacrum is right here, and the very tip would be the coccyx. Sphenoid bone is going to be right here. It's the cheekbone. And then the sternocleidomastoid is the really large muscle that runs from here all the way around the neck and then down. Sternum, this is the sternum right here. Your temporal bone is going to be right here. Your thoracic vertebrae is your largest section of your vertebrae. I believe there are 12, extending from up here down here to right above the lumbar. Your trapezius muscles, right, would be right here. And zygomatic bone is, oh shoot, that's up in here, that's up near the cheekbone, but it's not quite. Zygomatic process and everything in there. Sorry, let's see, we've got name the region of the spine and the number of vertebrae. So your cervical spine, C1 through C7. T1 through T12. Lumbar is, I believe, L1 through L7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 5. And then your sacrum is down here. It's fused 5 bones, and then your I guess your coccyx down here, and well, this area down here is fused of 4 to 5 bones. Wait, lumbar is 5 bones, and then the sacral is fused 5 bones, I think. And that is it for my lab. Have a wonderful night.